Hey everyone, this is Apple Cider, Bronyville podcast, helping out the guys over at Ponyville Live with their nice little audio and video setup. And hey, I've got Vincent Tong next to me.
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
It's been a busy, crazy day, but I think you could probably say the same.
Yes, absolutely. I concur.
Yeah, it's been. So this is the first. So we're just at BronyCAN 2013.
Here we are, Canada.
Our
It smells nice up here.
Oh, it is. So are you not a native to that?
No, I'm totally.
Okay. But I really would have just been like, dude, totally. This place has a nice air to it.
Yeah, you know what? I worked a lot in Toronto, and every time I come back home, I always stand outside the airport and just go, and just smell nice fresh air, because Toronto does not smell very good.
One thing I know the Ponyville Live guys have been doing this entire time is they'll just go to the tap water and they'll be just like, it's so fresh.
Tap water.
It's
you can
so
actually
delicious.
You can. It's all right.
It's just like, this is just like the bottled stuff. The bottle is just a way to hold it.
We don't need that.
Just a way to hold it. So good to have you. For those out there that don't know, let's see, you've done the voice of Garble, you've done the voice of Pony Joe, the donut guy.
Yes.
Let's see, I'm trying to make sure. Prince Blueblood, and
yes.
then finally, to cap off at the very end, Flash Sentry.
That's right. Yeah, the new Equestria Girls.
Absolutely. So good to have you on. You've covered a lot of bases, some of the figures that have been kind of tertiary, and then the Equestria Girls, the main interest.
I guess so. Yeah. It's been nice playing all these different characters and having fun with the cast. Yeah.
So this has been your first con that you've been able to go to.
Yeah, this is my very first BronyCAN. I'm super stoked and very, very excited to be doing it in my home city and hometown. So
makes it easy. You get to go home
and
sleep in your own bed.
No,
That's
great.
Really nice.
No, it's awesome. And I'm so excited to finally meet all these people that I've been talking to on Twitter and put a face to the name and see all you lovely folks. Because everyone's been super nice. And you have a great fan show. So.
Thank you. You know what? Yours is pretty good too.
Oh, thanks.
But so this has been your first con. How's it been overall for you? How have you felt? Kind of like the vibe. You're finally getting first face-to-face contact with people that are going, oh my god, it's you.
I was so nervous. Heading into the autograph session, because I'm like, I don't know if anyone knows me. I'm just hoping for someone to come up to say hi. I'm like, you don't even need an autograph. You just come, please, just talk to me. But it's been great. It was super busy down there and signing lots of things and taking lots of pictures. So everyone's been so wonderful. Everyone's been so welcoming and so warm and generous and gracious. So and I didn't expect anything less. So my expectations are definitely met here. It's been such an awesome time.
I'm glad you're having a really good time here. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Let's see, let's loop back to the pony. Let's talk about your career in general.
Right.
So you've done, you've done the My Little Pony, but you've also done a lot of voice acting both here and Toronto, as well as some screen work. I've seen that you're on Fringe. You did an episode of that. You definitely had some other work. So how did you actually get into acting in general, and then the essential lead into or direct lead into voice acting?
Right. Okay. Well, I went to a school in Victoria, BC, which is on Vancouver Island, called the Canadian College of Performing Arts. And I went there for a year, and then I went out to Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, which is on the other side of Canada, a small little island, and did a show over there. And I did musicals, essentially, for many, many years, singing and dancing. And I've done that for over 12 years now, professionally. And I did, a show called Mamma Mia. I'm not sure if you guys know what that is.
Yeah.
This big musical. Did that in Toronto, and actually did a Lord of the Rings musical show.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
What part were you in that?
Oh man, I played everything. I was an orc. I was a hobbit. I was a flying elf.
This is going out. So people are now going to know. There's going to be images of you. They're like, Vincent Tong, was a hobbit.
I was a hobbit, yes.
Oh!
And it was crazy. It was awesome. It was like the world premiere of this show. It was like the most expensive musical ever produced at the time. Spider-Man now is the most expensive one.
Yes.
And just chaotic. But it was like the best and worst time of my life, because it was like we were fighting as orcs and snarling, and then we were like small little hobbits walking around. Anyways,
No, that's awesome.
Did lots of cool things in my life, but yeah, I've done lots of musicals and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ventured off into doing some more TV and film, and worked in Toronto for a bit, and then came back home to Vancouver. Did lots of theater over here, and I've always wanted to do cartoon work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a kid, I loved Bobby's World and The Simpsons, of course, and would just like, you know, sit in front of the mirror and be like, "Hey, yo, I'm Mo." You know, trying to, my Mo is terrible right now because I'm losing my voice. But, you know, I used to do, lots of impersonations of that show. And then I was like, wait a minute, maybe I can do this for a career. How does one start? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I made a voiceover demo in school and found an agent and then started doing some work.
And then progressed from that. So that was kind of a later on progress. It just goes I could do this. I could add this to what I do.
Yeah. It sort of came in a bit later because the musical stuff was really taken off. I was constantly working, and which is great. But cartoon work was something that I've always wanted to do because I do goofy voices all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So my very first show was Sushi Pack. With a lot of people who have worked on My Little Pony was on that.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Vincent was on that. Andrew Francis and Tara Strong.
There we go.
Yeah. So she would come up once in a while to record with us up in Vancouver because she was based out of LA.
Right.
At that time. I think she still is.
Oh, she still is, yeah.
So she pops in once in a while.
Says the voices act silly and then heads back down.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
She does that well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you had a good career. You added in the voice acting and everything later.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So let's get into the crazy ponies that are consuming everyone around here right now.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So when did you first find out that that stuff had kind of built up and that everyone else was just kind of like the show is kind of big to some people.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a big deal. I don't know.
Well, I did Prince Blueblood, which is super fun to do, and then later on I was like talking to Ashley Ball, who I'm good friends with her, and we used to sing and dance together. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of fun. And we're doing another show, and she told me about these bronies. I'm like, what's a brony? It's like they're guys that watch My Little Pony. And all those girls feel like, oh, cool. I was like, oh, brony.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's awesome. So I'm like, well, what is this all about? So I started researching it, and I'm like, holy cow, you guys are huge. You guys are everywhere. And there's so many followers. So I was like, this is amazing. I was totally enamored with it because I thought, this is awesome. Because I grew up as a Disney freak.
Mm-hmm.
I love Disney. I was like, everything Disney. Watched all the Disney movies, was singing along with all the characters.
Favorite Disney movie?
I'm
making you choose favorites.
This is tough. This is tough. But I will tell you, Peter Pan was like one of my all-time favorites. Yeah, and Alice in Wonderland, the classics.
Oh yeah. Yes.
But My Little, no, I'm not My Little Pony.
My Little Mulan.
My Little Mulan. Are you just saying that because I'm Asian? Come on, man.
I didn't do
Come
that.
on.
I'd never.
Yeah,
do that.
he did. Oh, he's nice. He did. No, but I did like Mulan. Ariel in Little Mermaid. So I got the littles kind of mixed up, but Little Mermaid. Yeah. Yeah.
That's excellent. All right. So,
So
big Disney
for that,
fan, so just
yeah.
kind of
So
crossover.
exactly. So for me, it was like loving Disney as a kid was like, that's not cool, man. You gotta love X-Men. You gotta love basketball and baseball and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I play a little basketball sometimes, but I really loved Disney. It was just like my thing, and nobody else. I couldn't really share that with anyone. I had my little like closet of my Disney stuff, kind of like hidden away, because I didn't have like a fandom that was so supportive like you guys. You guys are amazing, and so I was like, this is awesome. I was totally like gung ho for it.
Yeah, and go to Disneyland. You're just clutching all your stuff. Just
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I get to be here.
Everything. I remember there was like a Full House episode where they went to Disney World, and I was like, record VCR. Gotta watch this again.
Play it so many times.
Oh my gosh.
Starting to get distorted.
Totally.
Oh no.
We're on the Dumbo ride.
I wish to be there.
Exactly. So I'm a total nerd.
Hey, that sounds.
I'm a total Disney nerd.
Absolutely.
So.
What other? You're in TV shows. You're playing. Playing characters. What TV shows and what stuff are you watching right now? What are you into?
What am I watching right now? I don't watch a lot of TV.
Okay.
Which is, I guess, a weird thing because I should be researching a lot of my stuff. But right now, I'm watching a lot of Archer.
Oh, Archer is
Archer's
so
hilarious.
good.
It makes me laugh. I watch tons of Family Guy. Breaking Bad I just started.
I need to do that.
And I watched things like, on Netflix, so Prison Break and Lost. Did you guys watch Lost?
I need that's on my pile of shame. Like, gotta get to coworkers with their conspiracy theories. Just going.
You know what? The first few seasons were amazing, and then you get to the ending. I won't give any spoilers away, but it kind of made me angry because I followed them for so many seasons, and that was their explanation. I'm like,
wrapping up stuff's difficult.
I guess,
but they already weaved such a crazy story.
I've wrapped old broccoli up before. I could do it pretty well.
All right, then we need the Vincent's version of the ending of
Lost. Yeah, I would.
This is how I say Lost.
I think I did that. I think I ranted for like about an hour about that afterwards.
No, you should have done this. The smoke monster should have done that.
Yeah,
that would have been perfect.
Jeez, so much better.
All right, so let's see. So you've done this the thing. You've had plenty of people kind of ask you about the different roles that you've taken.
Yes.
How the interview process and stuff like that. How did that go for like Equestria Girls versus the actual main series? Because that was kind of a
yeah. Well, for Prince Blueblood, that was my very first character for My Little Pony. I remember I did it. It was online, like. I made an MP3 in my own house and sent in this audition, and looking at the character breakdown, he's like an arrogant person that loves himself. So I was like, oh, look at me, I've done this voice before. This is just myself talking to myself in my mirror. But
look at that stud.
Look at you, nice hair.
so windswept.
Please keep the fans going on me. Yeah, so I did that, and then I think Garble. Garble was an MP3 audition as well, but for Flash Sentry, I went in the studio for this audition, and I read the breakdown, and he's supposed to be, I think the breakdown said something like he's a really reserved, kind of like a quiet poet kind of person, like an emo kind of person. I'm like, oh, okay, so I went in like really cool and chilled out, top of this, and I'm like. You gotta give him more life, man. He's like a rocker. He's a cool. I'm like, oh, he's a rocker.
He's not some more goth poet.
This is totally different. Thanks a lot. And so then I pulled something out of my, and then out came. It was basically my voice.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it.
Just trying to be cool, but like, hey, we gotta stop bumping into each other like this. But I don't know if you heard me in the panel, but
oh yeah, your little duet that you had.
No, but like doing this with. Recording it with only the guys because the girls weren't in the room at that time.
Oh, okay.
So all the guys were called in because they didn't want us to be talking to the girls. I guess I don't know. but I had to stand next to Peter New, and that was so hard, so difficult to do, because Peter was just staring at me the whole time while I was trying to do these lines, trying to be all like cool and suave, and Peter's just like. Stop this! I can't do this.
He's gonna have a few extra voices in the yup. He says, "Here it comes."
Oh my gosh, it was so difficult. He cracks me up. That guy.
He's definitely silly.
Yes,
absolutely.
They're very silly.
Yep. Let's see. So yeah, I'm glad that you're here. It seems like it's good that you're having a great time.
Yeah, man.
Equestria Girls for all everybody went, oh, we don't know about this Brad guy. It turned out totally good.
I'm glad, because I was reading some stuff. I was doing my research for this con, man. I was like, I gotta get this right for the Bronies, because you guys know your stuff. So I was like, guys. Thanks for coming over tonight. We're gonna watch My Little Pony. They're like, what are you talking about? Like, dude, I have to do this research. I want to know this stuff. So I've watched a lot of the first season, and I know there's 2 more seasons for me to watch, so I'm definitely gonna do that. But I did watch the movie, and I was like, okay, cool. It was a good movie. I liked it. It was really fun. But then I was looking online. I'm like, these guys don't like this character I'm voicing. Well, these people don't like
if I may say, there is the perception online that the particular character has stolen their favorite character.
I know,
just stolen it away from them.
I don't mean to. I like I said, I just do what I'm told. I'm sorry.
The script said I needed it.
I just read it, and that's all I do. Don't mean to offend anyone.
No. They're as one of the people that likes Twilight. It's totally fine. I thought
All right,
Flash. I
no
was just
fisticuffs?
no,
right,
no, not at all. I completely. After it was done, I'm like, you know what? He would be a good pair for her.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if things are gonna happen. Who knows?
I wouldn't be against it. Half the internet listening on the other side is going, "Don't say that!
Let's flip things and flip cartons.
Oh, don't!
Damn it.
You're pandering." No. Anyway, great to have you on, man. Great to talk this. Are you working on any other projects right now?
Well, finished up Packages from Planet X, which is on Disney XD in the States and on Teletoon in Canada sometime soon, hopefully. This other one called Lolly Rock, which I'm working on right now with Tabitha, Kazumi Evans, and Ashley Ball, should be coming out soon. Mm-hmm. And Nerds and Monsters is another one coming on YTV, and yeah, a bunch of stuff.
Just rolling through.
Yeah, it's good. It's been really fun. So hopefully I'll see you guys more at some of these cons.
Jump around to some of the
I wanted to know what was your favorite musical to work on?
Ooh, this is a good question. Favorite musical.
Pick your favorites once more.
This is hard. This is hard as well. Mamma Mia was super fun, of course. Great fun, great music. But I would have to say a great part to play was Jacob in Le Cage aux Folles, which is, if you guys have seen the movie Birdcage.
Oh, yeah.
It's based on that. Well, the movie was based on Le Cage aux Folles, the show, the stage show. And my part, my voice is going. My part was he's the butler, so he was Hank Azaria's part in the movie. Mm-hmm. But we did it over here at the Vancouver Playhouse, and I got to wear a lot of dresses, which was really fun. Wear a lot of heels, and play a totally different character. I played him Filipino. Mm-hmm. I was like bringing this character to my director, be like, listen, okay, this part is usually played by a black man. I'm clearly not that, but I will do a Filipino accent for you. What do you say? And he's like, yes. I'm like, perfect. Put the dress on me. Boom. And I worked it out. I did some dancing. I did some shaking. I did some dresses. And it was really short shorts. Mm-hmm. If you go on VinceTong.com, you can see some pictures of me wearing some really short jean shorts. You probably don't want to see that late at night. Might give you nightmares.
I don't know. There are female listeners. Maybe.
All right. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. Good question, though. Thanks.
Excellent. Vincent, thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much. This has been an honor.
Been a pleasure.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Great to have you on. Vincent, once again, helping out the Ponyville Live team, Bronyville podcast as well.